Hey, listen, we have to take schools to the next level. I am tired of seeing schools fail. I'm tired of seeing teachers quit. I'm tired of principals talking about that they cannot move their school. It is time to take these strategies. It's time to take these schools to the level that I know that we can go. So once again, it's time to get serious about the work that we're doing. That's why I'm passionate about me working with schools all over the world, working with principals, working with teachers, working with districts, looking at data to drive the instructions, looking at classroom management, setting up strategies that we can impact student achievement at all levels, at the high school level, middle school level, elementary level. It is time. And when I say it is time now to get serious about the work that we're doing. If you would like for me to come into your district and really help you to transform that district, that school, hey, reach out and let's take schools to the next level. If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it? Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting. We will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores is go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom. So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna promote them. All this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt with another powerful, impactful Saturday podcast. And this morning, we're going to discuss what should the upcoming 30 days entail for your school. What should the upcoming 30 days, you got 30 days left of school for a lot of districts all around the world. What does that look like? What should we do? How do we make sure that the kids and the parents and the teachers, that everybody's focused on student achievement? So come on in, hit that share button. You know how we do it. Let me know where you're coming from. This is called Super Saturday, where we just give out free PD. Myself at 10, Creator Educate at 10:30, Principal Kafele at 11, and we got Josh Tarver on Sunday at 5 o'clock. So what I need is that, give me 1 minute as I get all the Facebook and LinkedIn, all those folks in. They say, Hurt, you got to make sure that everybody come on in. So we're going to get all of those folks in, and we're going to get started. I know some of you guys are on your break as we speak, so I thank you for taking time out of your break. You might be, out of town somewhere, sitting on the beach somewhere, but thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to just to support little old Sean Hurt, just to support the work that I am doing, So, let me just give me a few more seconds. I do solo with my technology, so I gotta look at everything that's going on, but that's all good because listen, We're just out here just having a good time. We're just out here having a good time. Get a couple more groups in, and I think we should be all set. We should be all set. We got a couple more people that we're going to go ahead and get in. Yep. And I think we should be all good. All good. Let me get yep. I think we should be all good. All right. Let me check in who's with me. Who's rocking with Brother Hurt on this morning? Brother Hurt on this morning. So we got Brother David Bell. Good morning to you. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much for supporting the work that I'm doing. I appreciate you so much. So much. Make sure we hit that share button. I have it jumped on me. It jumped on me. All right, we have AP Patrick Lawrence. Good morning from Connecticut. Good morning. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. We got my good friend support since day one, Dr. Jeter. Good morning from Illinois. Good morning to you. We got Rashard Davis from Vegas, Las Vegas. Thank you very much for waking up early. I know that time difference, but I appreciate that so much. We got Jasmine Harris from Cali. Thank you. The time difference. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Who else we got? We got Annette McMahon. I got it right. Keep on. Y'all gonna get it. I got it right. Thank you very much. Where you from? From Illinois? I got two people from Illinois. I got Dr. Jeter and Annette McMahon from Illinois. You guys number about a couple of hours down the street. We got Stacy L. Joy. Good morning to you. Thank you so much. We got Constance Sherrod tuning in from Mississippi. Thank you very much. Thank you. We got Mrs. Hopkins. How are you doing? How are you doing, Miss Hopkins? It's good seeing you again. Good morning to you. Good morning. Give everybody my love down there. Miss Hopkins. I miss you so much. We got Miss Melissa Jones Chunu. Good morning to you. We got good morning to you. Who else we got? We got Brother Craxton. Good morning to you, Brother Mark Craxton. I know Brother Mark Craxton. He's decided he's the baseball guru. I'm going to give a shout out to him. If you have a kid that plays baseball or anything regarding baseball, he is the man. He teaches it. He coaches it. So I know he's happy baseball season has started. So good morning to you. Good morning to you. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hit that share button. Let's go ahead and just jump in. And I want to make sure we use our time wisely. And then once again, my name is Sean Hurt. And I am the school turnaround principal. And today we're going to discuss the last 30 days of school, because this is something that is so important. Let me take these captions off. So important for us to have, for us to be able to finish off on the right foot, make sure that we are doing what we are supposed to do. Okay. So then I always ask the question before I get started to my commentary is, what keeps you up at night as an educator? What keeps you up at night as an educator? The last couple of weeks I've been talking about we are in the middle of the state assessment. So that was one thing that has been keeping me up at night, and people have been inboxing me. We've been doing virtual training regarding helping to support schools. The other thing that is keeping me up at night is I want to make sure that the principals and teachers and people who are going to the next level, that they are prepared. You're starting to go on interviews for these big positions. You're going on interviews for these principal positions, AP positions, assistant superintendent positions. So I just want to make sure that you're ready. I know for myself, that was something big for me to be able to go. When I first got my principal position, I was nervous the day before my interview. I wanted to make sure that I looked right, make sure I had all my resume was together, make sure I understood the district, understood the school, understood just everything that they were asking me. And I was blessed to be able to get hired as a principal on a couple of occasions. So that's something that's keeping me up all night, making sure that everybody who's on my podcast that's been supporting me over the years, that they are ready, they are prepared to be able to go to that next level regarding education. Does that make sense? All right, cool. All right, let me stop right there. I'm getting some things. I want to make sure why is this doing this? Man, just give me 1 second. I want to make sure that my technology is good. Okay, I think my technology, I don't know why it's doing this, but All right, cool. I'll be fine. All right. Next thing is that I am getting ready for the upcoming school year, the 2025-2026 school year. So if you are a district that would like for me to come out and support your teachers, support your schools, hey, give me a call. Hey, we can go in and sit down. Currently, I have only 3 more slots left for this upcoming school year. 3 more slots left. Currently, I have 6 districts and schools that have signed contracts with me. I'm only doing 9, so I got 3 more slots. So if you are one of the ones that would like for me to come out, just inbox me. We can sit down and have those conversations. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in it. The reason why that I'm talking about this is that many districts, you have about 30 more days into the end of the school year. So currently, you are in the middle of your testing, and then from there, you got about 4 weeks to 5 weeks wrapping things up. So now the question is that how do we make sure that we keep everybody focused on task, because it's starting to get hot. Kids are starting to get antsy. We got graduation, we got prom, we got all of these things taking place. We got senior trips, we got 8th grade, we got all of these things. As a principal, as a teacher, as a coach, how do I make sure that the school is not off the hook? Let me just use vernacular, off the hook at the end of the year. How do I make sure that I'm not pulling the little hair that I got out the last 30 days of school? So I'm going to walk us through what that looks like, okay? Get that pencil and paper out, because it's going to be I'm going to show you some things, and I'm going to talk about it. And this will help you out. The reason that I know it will help you out, because when I was a building principal, when Sean Hurt, this person, I had to have a 30-day plan. I needed a 30-day plan to make sure things are fine. So let's go jump in it. The first thing that I would recommend is for you to have a 30-day plan, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. This is what I use. You can take it and run with it. Don't try to recreate this wheel. Don't try to do that. But you need a plan to address the last 30 days, to address parents, students, teachers, your observation feedbacks, everything. So let me show you what I did. Let me make sure I share my screen. All right. Yeah, here we go right here. All right. And hit that share button. You can take a picture of this. This is something that I did. All right. I want to make sure that we're good, because give me a second. Make sure it came up on your end. All right, cool. So I did a 4-week plan, right? So this is week: academic focus, extracurricular events, staff development, students' well-being, and reflections. All right. Because everybody see this, and you can kind of cater it to how you want to cater it. So what I did was that, all right, week 1, what is our academic focus? And then I said, what is the extracurricular events that we're doing for that week? What is the staff development and the student well-being and reflections? Making sure that we're doing check-ins and things of that nature. And then I got week 2, the academic focus. And then, the extracurricular events, plan for a mini science and innovation fair and sports events, because that was week 2. So I'm planning for it. Because you're going to have kids going outside, inside, things of that nature. And then my staff development, we did peer review sessions and coaching rounds. And then we had our student well-being and reflection. Remember, I'm always checking in on my students. I have to make sure that my students aren't just out there just going crazy. And then now we got week 3, week 4. I sat down and I did this, and I followed it, because I wanted to make sure that we were building to each week. Into the last week was week 4. And then that's when, you got, host a school-wide exhibition or performance, a parent house or something like that. You got your projects that's due. You see, you got a final touch basis meeting, review the month and set future goals. Final review sessions and things. So I'm just showing you this because this is something that I did. It's a skeleton. You take it for what it's worth, tweak it, but you have to have something like this so you can make sure that that you have something in writing that you're following it. Not only yourself, but also your leadership team as well. So I'm gonna stop right there. Give me some feedback. Tell me how does that sound? I see this is a good plan. Can you post this on your Facebook page? I did post it on my Facebook page this morning about an hour ago. So it is on my Facebook page. So anybody that's looking for that, it is on my Facebook page. Yep, I posted this morning. So please make sure you post it and share it. Okay. So that's the first thing. You just develop your plan. If you are working with a school, so I have some consultants out there that's working with some schools. Tell them, hey, where's your 30-day plan? If not, give it to them. Give it to them and they can tweak it because principals, they're doing a lot of stuff. Okay. So that's the first thing that I would say that we need. Okay. Now, also with this, the last 30 days, the next thing is the academic enrichment and focus. The upcoming months should refine and build upon academic foundations. Begin with reflective sections, reviewing past materials and identifying areas that need reinforcement. The last 30 days, so you're finished with all of your state tests and your district tests. So you got the last 30 days. Kids are going to be like, all right, why do I got to stay focused when pretty much school's over with? What you have to do is that you got to build upon that academic enrichment and focus. You still want to make that something that has to be the focus. If you do not make that the focus, the kids will get lackadaisical and they're going to start to misbehave in the classroom. Do not lower the academic focus and rigor. That's the second thing. You created your plan. Now the foundation is that academic focus. Okay. The next thing, and I'm going slow, like Josh Tarver always tells me, go slow like Luther Vandross. The next thing is that you want to make sure that your extracurricular activities and engagement is well-rounded and is focused and it embraces academic achievement. I know we want the kids to have fun, but make sure, hey, we're going to the science center. Okay, how is that going to tie into the science enrichment? We might be going to the zoo. High school students, we might be going on college tours. College tours. Yep. 8th grade, we might be visiting high schools. Make sure you tie all of that in to your academic focus. We are 5th graders. I remember we would take the 5th graders to Washington, D.C. every year. That was tied into social studies. Yes, we're going to get out the building. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some fresh air. But remember, your extracurricular activities should tie into your academic focus. Does that make sense? Because you still want to get them ready to go. And then on top of that, when you're doing your extracurricular activities, make sure you spread it out. Make sure that you have things together. As a principal, you have to make sure that the buses, oh my God, the buses are ready for the next day. You're calling them, making sure that the lunchroom people know that you got to pack 80 to 90 to 100 lunches because your 8th graders, they're going to be out of the building the whole day. You want to make sure everything is fine with that. You want to make sure I'm putting on my principal hat. Yep, I'm putting on my principal hat. You're making sure that you're talking to your kids before they leave out the building. They are representing you. They're representing the school. So you want to make sure that those kids are focused and not embarrassing you out in public. That's something I will always tell my 8th graders. You're not going to embarrass me out in public, okay? So those are the extracurricular activities. The other extracurricular activities, remember your 30-day plan, you want to have this planned out, is that you want to make sure that all of your graduations, your high school graduation, your 8th grade graduation, the prom and all that is done and you got everything ready to go. You want to make sure your custodians, hold on for 1 second. I want to give me 1 second. Let me grab this. I had a planner. So I would look at my planner for in 2 weeks in advance and say, oh, the graduation is in 2 more weeks. Custodians, let me meet with you. These are the things that we need. We need chairs. We need to clean out. We need the bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. So I gave my custodians and everybody, my lunch people, what was taking place at the school for the whole month so they knew what we needed to do. We might have had a call district office and get a couple of custodians in for that graduation day because the chairs and things of that nature. So I had it in place. It was in place. It was focused in place. Those are your extracurricular activities, because the worst thing you want to take place is that you have an extracurricular activity and it flops or it's causing stress, and then afterwards you're mad, you're frustrated because you did not put your best foot forward. Remember, like I always say, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. The last 30 days of school, I'm giving you nuggets, because if you don't do this, then things might fall apart. I've seen times where the graduate, not me, I'm not going to say me, but I've been in graduations where they didn't have enough chairs or the air conditioning didn't work. Parents got mad and they started to complain and whatever. Then they went to the school board and talked about that event in front of the school board. So it made you and your school not look good. So I'm just telling you this. Take it from me. I've done it in the past. Does that make sense? All right, people give me, they say, Hurt, this is sounding good. One of the problems with focusing solely on the test is that after the test, teachers, students, can go left. Negative behaviors can rise if everybody quits. Yeah, exactly. Garford W2, that is exactly what I'm saying. After that test, those 13-year-olds, those 18-year-olds, those 17-year-olds, those 12-year-olds know, oh, we done. And now for the next 30 days, it's chaos in your school. It's chaos because they wilding out. Why I gotta do this? They taking this stuff. Why I gotta do this? Grades turned in, everything's fine. Hey, we gonna just act. We gonna act up. We gonna have fun Friday. We gonna tear up this. We gonna do all those things because there's no reason you there's no more accountability for me for the rest of the year. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Garf WT said those 4th and 5th graders know that. Yep, exactly. Next thing is that we want to talk about professional growth for educators and staff. This is an excellent time to be able to sit down and talk about how professional growth for them. What is your plan? How can I support you? Also, with that, you should be finishing up your end of the year evaluations and feedback. Please don't wait till the last day of school to get your feedback to the teachers. You want to be able to pace that out. If you got 40 teachers, you want to say, okay, for the next 30 days, I'm going to give feedback to 10 teachers this week, 10 the next week, whatever it may be, so you can make sure you space it out, so you can be able to give them time to reflect and things of that nature. Don't wait till the last week or like a lot of principals do, they just put things together. Come on now. This is a person's evaluation. Remember when you was a teacher, remember when you was in that role, you wanted to make sure that principal took time to sit with you to give you the right evaluation, because that goes on their records. I'm going to say this again. You have to take time to be able to give the teachers feedback on their evaluation. And you want it to be right. You don't want to just say, hey, I'm just going to mark something down and go through it, sit down with Mrs. Smith for 5 minutes and get her out the door. That's not right. But the reason why you're doing that is because you haven't been prepared. I'm telling you now, make sure that you're doing it now. Get all your paperwork, get your feedbacks, get it typed up, get it ready to go, look over it. Make sure you're reflecting on Miss Smith. So now you're bringing them in. All right, I got these 10 teachers this week. It's going to be from 9 to 11 o'clock. I'm bringing teacher X in, teacher Y in. We're doing feedback where I'm giving them the information. I'm talking to them. I'm making sure that before they leave out, I have all of my evaluations done, because now I can call my superintendent, my boss, and say, everything's done. We're all good over here at Inkster Preparatory Academy, at Einstein Elementary Academy, at Cherry Hill High School. These are the schools I work with based on the information that I'm giving to you. because you might be a first year principal, second year principal, or this might not be dawning on you because you got all of these things taking place. That is the worst thing. Do not get caught with your hands in the cookie jar regarding the feedback. I'm going to stop right there. Correct. That translates to reward them. Yep. Children are the victims. Yes. Principal Kafela. Yes. Thank you. I got Josh Tarver. Does Mr. Potato Plant give feedback? Mr. Potato Plant. Oh man, that's funny. Mr. Potato Plant and Mrs. Potato Plant. Thank you, Josh Tarver. They're in your school. They got to get feedback too. So you want to give Mr. Potato Plant, you got him. That's the person that's on chill mode. Don't do nothing. That's just in the classroom, sitting out, running, just not doing nothing. Let the kids go wild, blah, blah, blah. You got to give Mr. and Mrs. Potato Plant feedback as well. And a lot of times we don't give them feedback, and then, man, they slip through the cracks. And now they back the next year looking at you, giving you a thumbs up like, yeah, buddy, yeah, we're doing a good job. No. Mr. Potato Plant, this feedback is not telling you you're doing a good job. This feedback is telling you that you've been chilling for the last 9 months and you haven't been doing a good job, and we got to get you some support. So, yep, that is right. Do not let Mr. or Mrs. Potato Plant slip through the cracks. Make sure you give them the feedback. All right. I'm loving this. Go ahead and hit that share button. Rock with me, y'all. You know what? I got about 5 more minutes. Derek James, my good friend, great information. I told you this is the work I like to do. I like to take. Remember, I'm a principal, so I know what's going on in schools and districts all over the world. I know that this is so important. I know for a fact this is when fights start to increase. This is when kids start to text and doing that wild stuff. This is when teachers get mad because they tired of it. They done ran out of gas. I talked about it. We don't want our teachers running out of gas, so we want to keep that gas tank full, and you need to have it full. You need to get your oil changed. You need to make sure your brakes are fine because this is the last 30 days. Last 30 days. All right. Next one. You want to support students' well-being. That means you want to have a balanced academic rigor with wellness initiatives. You want to still keep the academics fine, but you want to have wellness initiatives. What does that mean? What does that look like? You might want to amp up your when you bring the kids down for your assemblies. You might in the past did it once a month, once every other month. Well, we're going to do assemblies once a week because I want to make sure that I'm checking in with all 700 of my students. You might divide it up. I'll do 350 the first hour or the first 30 minutes from 8:30 to 9. And then from 9:30 to 10, I'm going to do the next group. But you must touch and agree with your students. How's everything coming along? Make sure y'all don't wild out. We're not having balloon fights in the hallway, water fights. We ain't doing that. We're not tearing up the bathrooms. We're not wilding out. Everybody good with that. If y'all know something taking place, come to me. Let me know. Those are called wellness initiatives. Also, you might want to bring in somebody to talk to them and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, this is the reality of it. A lot of your kids will be leaving you. Their home environment, their home is not that great. The school is their safety net. The school is where they get love. The school is where someone cares about them. A school is where they get these meals. A school is where they can play with their friends and just be free. Now for the next 3 months, they're going home to a chaotic environment, and that is going to shock them. Imagine for 9 months, from 8 to 4 o'clock. No, I'm going to say from 8 to 6 because you got the after school activity that you're in a safe environment. And now I go home, and the only time I got to deal with chaos is really on Saturday and Sunday. Think about it. Now the kids like, whoa, I'm going to be home for 2 or 3 months. It's going to be wild. My environment is not conducive. I'm used to safety at school. I'm used to people telling me they love me. I'm used to people giving me fist bumps. Hey, Camille, how's everything coming along? You good? I'm used to 3 meals. I I have a schedule in place. Now the schedule is going to be tweaked because they're going to be at home. Wellness checks. That is so important. That is so important. The other part is that the other part. Community and parental engagement. Yes, we want to make sure that the last 30 days you engage your community and parents. Well, what does that mean, Hurt? You want to talk about the successes that you had throughout the year. Brag about your high test scores in a newsletter or a Facebook or a commercial or something like that. You're putting it out there. You want to let the parents know what's taking place. You want to let the community know what's happening, what you're doing. You're taking kids out. You're doing this. You're doing that. Engage the community. Engage the parents so they can know what's happening. A lot of times you're doing a lot of positive things. Those kids are scoring high, the teacher of the year. Now, you got 2 or 3 people in your building that's been teachers of the year, but no one knows about it. Engage them. Get that information out there. Let the people know what's taking place. Let the people know what's happening. Let your parents know, okay, next year, this is going to be your child's potential teacher. You might have summer school. Your kids going to summer school. Let the parents and the community know what's taking place inside of your school and district. Why is that important? Because we don't do that. We leave them out of the picture. Bring them in the picture the last 30 days. Have events for them. Bring them to your school. It's going to be warm. Let them see all of the good stuff. Oh, you guys got graduation. Invite the community. Invite them stakeholders. Invite the superintendent. You guys are having award ceremony. And invite the businesses. Invite your school board. Invite the people. Invite them. Please do that. Please do that. You don't know how big it is when you invite the school board. Because I'm on this. When you invite the school board to the honors assembly, they've been hearing all of this negative things, but now you like, listen, we got some scholars in this building that's doing a good job. We give them awards, invite them to the graduation, see how those kids look, invite them to all of these things that you're doing at your school. Engage the community and parents in the things that's taking place. So I'm gonna stop right. Oh, I passed my time. I'm so sorry because I'm so sorry. So do me a favor. Go over there and to Create and Educate my sisters. Make sure you support them. And then I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. The 30-day plan. Go on my Facebook to get it. If you would like for me to help support you, I'm going to keep saying this. I have a couple more slots left for the upcoming school year. Inbox me and we'll sit down and talk. So thank you very much. I appreciate all of your support. Let's have a blessed day. Enjoy your vacation. I'll see you next week. And if no one has ever told you this, I love you. I love you. I love you. And Dr. Jeter said, Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, everybody. See you next week, same time, same place.